taken off my clothes.
And look at you, what happened to your chair? It's way down there.
I know. It's sad.
I did that.
What
She's too
happened?
tall.
Yeah, I'm too tall.
I did that.
Yeah.
Because she's taller than me always. Oh, blimey, now my chair's going off.
I know, we're like, I feel like I'm any minute gonna go be, all right, I've got the table to lean on. And by today, Sunday, we need it.
I'll help you, darling.
Who's been having fun this weekend? Yeah? That's what we like to hear. That makes me happy.
So, it's on now. So, did Jordan tell you that you're going to all line up behind someone with a microphone if you have a question?
Yes, if you have a question, we're just trying to look if you have a question, rather than running around, raise your hand, and then Charlotte over here is going to tap you on the shoulder and come to a spot right here in the car.
No, she isn't. Jordan, this is not what we discussed at all.
And if you want to have a drink with one of us, raise your hand.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Come on.
If you want to what? Have a drink?
Honestly, it's like wrangling cats, honestly. If you have a question, come and stand behind lovely, what's your name?
This is Charlotte, my friend
Lovely
Charlotte.
Charlotte, and she'll hand you rather than have Charlotte running around like a chicken with her head off, you come and stand by Charlotte, all right? There you go. There you go.
Okay, hang on.
Anyone got a question?
I want to touch the floor.
Well, go and stand by.
Got it.
It's like pulling teeth, honestly.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm sweating.
Lovely.
You're
Now-
so tall.
For the first time in
She's
my
so
life.
tall.
There we go. Now we're sorted.
Uh-oh. That was my brain. Now that was a practical joke.
That was a practical joke.
Who was there last night? Yeah! See, we know how to do a practical joke.
Anyone else apart from my girls, I will cut you.
She still will. She'll be mean. Uh-oh.
So, hello everybody. Okay, let's start with the questions. Only give us half an hour, so here we go.
Hi ladies, may I just say you all look lovely? Thank you. Can you share a fond memory to all of us when you were filming Next Generation? There must have been some kind of scene you had to retake and retake and retake because of something going wrong, a prop going wrong, or maybe Data just having a laugh or something. Thank you.
Not so much going, what we used to do all the time is if the doors didn't open, we'd make a meal of it. You know, we'd like crash into them and fall down and stuff like that. But generally we just, I remember one scene, and I don't know what the episode was, you'll know, the one when Geordie was dead. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
All right, and he was in sick bay.
I know, always my fault.
In sick bay. And I think it was me and Brent and Dorney maybe had come, and we came to Dr. Crusher and we said, we'd like to see Geordie, but we could see him. We had to pretend we couldn't see him, but we could see him, and we could see he was dead. And it just, I know it doesn't sound funny, but at the time, it was hysterical, and I was literally, you know when they say you're falling on the floor laughing? I literally was on the floor laughing. That happened to me twice where I laughed so hard my legs wouldn't carry me.
I remember one time when they gave me a new instrument. You know, I was sort of one of the prop mistresses of
She's the prop queen.
Yeah, absolutely. I always had all these props. All of them made a tremendous amount of noise when I'd set them down because it was plastic on plastic and it would go clunk, clunk, clunk. So I knew I would have to redub the thing, you know, loop it, if I made any noise. So you had to act like you were casually putting it down, but you were like being careful. And then all of these medical props, they would have one spot where if you touched it, the light would go on, but you were supposed to pretend that it just magically went on. So I was given a new prop and I was trying to remember my technobabble and trying to save someone's life. That's why I failed so often, I think. And I could not find, without looking at it, I know. The thing is, I really should have worked harder in med school, but I was having so much fun. Okay, anyway, that's the kind of thing that would happen to me.
It was during yesterday's Enterprise, and the guest star playing Lieutenant Castillo, my love interest in that episode, was played by the incredible actor Christopher McDonald. And he and I hit it off magically from day one. We adored each other, but he also made me laugh harder than, you know, almost Jonathan and Brent could. I mean, literally just pee my uniform laughter. And so the first scene we have, Tasha is very, you know, rigid, and he's trying to break the ice with her. So his dialogue is, what do people call you? And Tasha says, Lieutenant Yar. And he goes, I get that, but I mean, when you're not working, I mean, you know, and being casual. And I said, well, you can call me Tasha. And I said, what do you like to be called? And he said, well, my name's Richard Castillo. So we did it like 2 or 3 times. And the camera was on him, and then it was time for my close-up. And so I said, you know, I said, you can call me Natasha, or Tasha, and what do people call you? And he goes, well, I'm Lieutenant Castillo, but you can call me Dick. And I laughed so hard, it was so stupid. Anyway, that's one story that comes to mind.
It's my first time seeing Marina and Gates at a convention, and your honesty, Marina, is very funny. Your honesty is refreshing about the on-screen. Apparently yesterday, when in a speech over there, you said something about, you were asked about filming Genesis, and Michael Dorn was Nemesis. That's the one. Genesis was her episode. Sorry. That was your episode, yeah. It's all so confusing. And Michael Dorn was asked a question about the director or something, and you said, come on, man, just be honest, the director was shit. So, I'm going to ask the other guys, is any time that you've actually kind of really stuck your foot in it in a British kind of a way that you guys just think, we would have never said that, but Marina's just so...
Well, you'd have to ask them, really, because I just say what I mean.
Yeah, that's great.
No filter. Which is why, for a nanosecond, I was on the domestic terrorist list in America. Because I got into it with one of the security guards at the airport. And the little voice in my head was saying, shut up, Marina. Shut up, Marina. But the message never got to my mouth. So I had to go on TV because I was on the domestic terrorist list, and my husband was furious with me. He said, you know, once you're on it, you can't get off it. So I went on ET, and there was a lady called Debbie Matenopoulos interviewing me, who, you know, also Greek, and she knows me, and she was trying to wind me up. But I wasn't going to be wound up, because I knew that if I was interviewed as Marina, people would say, well, she's a mouthy cow, serves her right? So I went on as Deanna Troi. And when Debbie said, Marina, how does this make you feel that this would happen to you? I said, well, really, at the end of the day, all anybody has is their good name. And they've taken that away from me, and I started to cry. And a week later, I got the letter saying it was a case of mistaken identity.